I'm in my main game. About to be. Paul Pierce terrible on here, man. And the Jugger don't never had no fresh fade. Jalen Rose be so crispy out there, boy.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll run it here.
Oh, no.
Oh, and now he pulls him
Face
And
mask.
brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deion Kane, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, he dropped it?
Incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
He ain't dropping it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Kane. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side.
How is Kane getting walked down by a linebacker?
It's a big play there for the Saints. 55 yards.
Who the freak is 55?
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Darnold from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get it up the middle. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
Wow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Screenshot.
7 yards on the ground. So from their
What's
own
up?
20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10.
Once I finish this game.
With Charles
Like
Davis,
30
I'm
minutes.
Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter.
Yeah.
Darnold on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. He may try and run for this.
Oh, yeah, 22 did it.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Gun.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A 1st down throw. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Kane. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. Fight, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some
what?
touch.
We ain't
Yeah,
catching
maybe
pigs.
some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And able to find Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea. On 1st and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Darnold. Benjamin with it over the middle. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Gun, 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 gun. Hot, hot.
On 4th down, Darnold. And an alley to run. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Line of scrimmage with 37 on 1st and 10.
Over, over.
On 1st down, Darnold.
He didn't. 63 didn't even block the dude.
Pulled down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
That's terrible.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Over, 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 over. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
To throw is Darnold. Benjamin's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. We have hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
You're like
They have the
2K.
ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Why are you running down?
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer.
100.7.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over
that's what he
here,
said.
first and 10. Now the attention turns
thought he said
to the Saints
107.
offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Darnold down to throw. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll
That
get
ain't a
up to the
YouTube play. I don't know what
33-yard
it is.
line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On first and 10, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
you have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down, here's Newton. And Green with a catch left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Play action. It's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
To throw is Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cordero Patterson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, my God.
They needed to
Who was
break.
that?
They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Newton throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Excuse me.
Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off play action, Newton. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time.
What play did I
stretch,
just run?
Mr. Davis?
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. X.
As you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Darnold.
What?
That one incomplete there. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold going deep for Benjamin. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints just continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Pass incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick.
Yesterday there was a cold killing.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, I should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now it's Darnold. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Detroit!
Why that route look like that?
Third and long. It's Darnold. And Jeffrey's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Gun! All right, now, lucky 56!
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Green with a catch left side. Past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
Eric
you
Gordon.
don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints,